Good morning, children. Welcome to the first session of biology class. Children, today we are going to start chapter leaf. In this chapter, we'll be going to study about the external structure of leaf, types of leaf, types of venation, insectivorous plants, and modification in leaf. Children, as you must have known that on this earth, two most important things are present. Those are animals and plants. Animals are living beings or living things. Similarly, plants are also living things. They have different body parts to perform different functions. Now, see, children, plants have many parts like roots, stem, branches, flowers, and fruits. Now, children, see the diagram. The different parts of the plant are roots, stem, leaf, flower, and fruit. Children, as you have seen, that roots are present below the ground. Stem is present above the ground. The function of root is to absorb water and mineral from the soil. And the function of stem is to make the plant stand erect on the ground, and it also helps the transportation and translocation of the food and water. The third part of the plant is the leaf. Now, children, leaf is very important part of the plant as leaves are meant for preparing the food for the plant. Now come to the external structure of leaf. Children, you must have seen various shapes and size of leaf. So basically all the leaf, they have a common structure. They are thin, broad, and green in color. They have the stem which makes the leaf attached to the main stem of the plant. So a leaf consists of two main parts, the lamina and the petiole. Children, see the diagram. This green broad part of the leaf is known as lamina, or you can say leaf blade. Now, this thin structure which makes this leaf attached with the main stem is the petiole. Now, this petiole also helps in translocation. Now, next is midrib. Children, midrib is the central line present in the leaf. It divides the leaf into two halves. Now, from this midrib arises many branches. Now, these branches, they are known as veins. Now, these veins, they form a network in the leaf, and it also makes the framework of the leaf. The other function of these branches or midrib is that they contain the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. So, xylem and phloem you will study in future. But these xylem and phloem, they help in the transportation and translocation of water and food. The next structure is Stomata. Children, stomata, they are the minute pores present on the surface of leaf. Now, as you see, children, they are bean shaped, or you can say kidney shaped. Now, these are the minute openings which are present on the surface of leaf. Now, they are very small. We cannot see with our naked eyes. They can be seen under the microscope. Now, the function of this stomata is they help in the exchange of gases, like oxygen is produced by the process of photosynthesis. So, how this oxygen comes into the atmosphere? Through these small pores. Similarly, carbon dioxide, which is present in the atmosphere, they are taken out by the plants. So, this carbon dioxide is coming inside the plant or the leaf through these stomatas. The next is chlorophyll. Children, mostly leaves are green in color. Why, children? Because in leaf chlorophyll is present, and this chlorophyll is a pigment. Now this pigment, its function is to impart the color to the leaves, to the other fruit parts of the plant like the fruits and the flowers. Now this chlorophyll, its function is to give green color to the leaf. Wherever green color is present in the plant, this is because of this chlorophyll. And it also helps in trapping the energy from the sunlight. Now children, our next topic is kinds of leaves. Children, leaves may be of two types, simple or compound. Now simple leaf is, it has only one single blade without any cuts or incisions. That means children, the outer margin of the leaf blade, it don't have any cuts which goes to the midrib part. It has only one single blade. For example, radish, mango, papaya, and a common example is the peepal leaf, mango leaf, etc. Number 2 is the compound leaf. Children, see the diagram. The first diagram is of simple leaf and the second diagram is of a compound leaf. Children, compound leaf, as you see, that it has small leaves around it. Now these small leaves, they are known as leaflets. Children, these small leaves, they arise from the margin of the leaf blade. The leaf blade cuts and form these small leaves and a single midrib is there. For example, rose. A common example is rose and neem leaf. So, in rose and in neem leaf, compound leaves are present. Now, come to types of venation. Children, as I told you earlier, that leaves contain a network of veins. Now, these veins the arrangement of these leaves is different in different leaves. Now, the arrangement of veins in the lamina or the leaf blade is known as venation. So, the definition of venation is the arrangement of veins in the lamina is called or is known as venation. So, there are two main types of venation, reticulate and parallel. Now, in reticulate venation, the veins in the leaf forms a network. They are irregular network of veins forming a net-like design. You must have seen the net, children. And in net, they are irregular in shape. Similarly, here also they form a network like structure, and this type of venation is known as reticulate venation. Number 2 is parallel venation. In parallel venation, children, the veins in a leaf, they run parallel to each other from the side of the midrib. Like you must have seen banana leaf or bamboo leaf. So in bamboo and banana leaf, this parallel venation is there. See children, see the diagram 1.5. In 1.5, reticulate venation is there. See children, this is a network of veins. Now they are forming irregular branches. So this is reticulate venation, and number 2 is the parallel venation. So these veins, they are running parallel to each other. That means they are running side by side, but they never meet with each other. So that is all for today, children. Now let's take a quick recap that today we have studied the external structure of leaf, and we have studied about the types of leaf, that there are 2 types of leaf, simple and compound leaf, and we have already learned about the venation, children. Now venation means the arrangement of veins in the leaf. So children, today's homework is collect all the leaves, children. Whatever leaves are present in your surroundings, collect all the leaves and paste it in your copy, children, and categorize it, whether it is a simple leaf or a compound leaf. Find out reticulate venation, parallel venation, and the shapes of leaf. Okay children, this is your homework for today. Then we'll proceed in the next class. Okay children, thank you.